Hello and welcome to Authentic Success Channel. Today, we're exploring a fundamental question that could potentially change your life forever. Let's dive right in. What is your why? It's a question that has the power to transform your life. You know, it's fascinating to think about how often we go through life on autopilot, making decisions without really questioning why we're doing what we're doing. But what if we could change that? What if we could pause before every decision, big or small, and ask ourselves, what is my why? Why is asking this question important? This goes back to how our brains work. We're creatures of habit, and our brains are wired to seek out the path of least resistance, which is why so many of us find ourselves stuck in repetitive patterns, even when we know they're not serving us. Whether it's staying in a job that doesn't align with our values and passions, avoiding starting a new exercise routine, hitting the snooze button every day, or even just hesitating to meet new people, we often default to what's comfortable, even if it's not what's best for us. For example, in today's digital age, it's easier than ever to isolate ourselves behind screens, choosing virtual interactions over face-to-face connections. However, many of us have found ourselves feeling lonely, despite being constantly connected online. The bottom point is that it's easy to fall into autopilot mode, isn't it? Doing the same things day in and day out, even when we know they're holding us back. How do we break free from the autopilot mode? The key to breaking free is pausing every time and asking, what is my why? This simple question helps us to engage our mental faculties and thus give us the chance to make a conscious choice. When you take a moment to think about why you're doing something, you open yourself up to the possibility of change. You give yourself the opportunity to break free from those self-sabotaging patterns. However, there is a twist here. Imagine for a moment if, before every action you take, you stopped and considered whether it's bringing you closer to your goals or if it's self-sabotaging. That simple act of questioning can be incredibly powerful. But what brings in the difference is the action we take after this conscious analysis. Take, for example, starting a new exercise routine. You know it's good for you, you know it could change your life, but somehow you just can't seem to get started. Or maybe it's something as simple as going out and meeting new people. You know it would alleviate your loneliness, but instead, you find yourself scrolling through social media, avoiding real connections. These are the little things that we know could make a big difference in our lives, yet we often struggle to do them. Why is that? It comes back to how our brains work. Our brains are incredible machines. When faced with an emergency, they can spring into action in an instant, making split-second decisions without a second thought. But when it comes to the everyday decisions that shape our lives, our brains aren't always so quick to act. We procrastinate, we hesitate, and we often choose the path of least resistance, even when we know it's not what's best for us. It's a curious paradox, isn't it? Our brains can be lightning fast when it comes to reacting to danger, but when it comes to making positive changes in our lives, they can seem downright sluggish. That's where asking yourself, what is my why, is simple yet profound. It's a way to jolt your brain out of its complacency and remind yourself of what truly matters to you. So the next time you find yourself hesitating to do something that could change your life, I encourage you to pause and ask yourself, what is my why? You might just be amazed at the difference it can make. So, I challenge you, dear viewer, what is your why? And are you ready to embrace it? That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.